Hello everyone. I am going to explain to you try to explain the right side clear on Torrent. So here today I hit it with 4-6 account for GBE 6 troop damage, and normally it's all depending on health on primarily the rocket launchers. And the higher the health, the more troop damage you will need, obviously. Normally it can be done with a 6-4 account, and on higher health I normally use a 5-5, but today I didn't have a 5-5, so I went with my 4-6. So firstly, let us look at what preparations have been done here. The mines that are usually around here have been cleared, and the most important part of this hit is to mark these 3 rocket launchers equally. So by 2 artilleries you can pop one in between right here and one on the top rocket. And that is absolutely crucial for this clearing to work. Also, the barrage I put right in this crack here will also mark this rocket launcher here a little bit. But these are more damaged, so they will be targeted first. So now let's watch. I'm doing a flagged landing. Grab one power cell, and then I flare up to regroup. And let's pause just for a second. Normally there is a rocket launcher up here where this mortar is, but today it isn't. So the first rocket launcher that comes into play is this one over here. And this actually means that I can use one less smoke than it normally is. So now I'm flaring right in the middle of that gap between the cells up there. And I'm managing this in 4 smokes. And when I get here, I wait for my Zookas to settle, and I flare this middle rocket launcher here left of this damage amp. And I'm going to flash kill it. We smoke. Let's stop right here. These mortar on the left are not standard, they are normally rocket launcher. So when there are rocket launchers there, you don't need to shock on that side, but today I needed to. And then the next step is to flare right in the crack bit left of this damage amp here. And the higher and closer to the damage amp you can get the flare, the better. And it's a tricky flare. It's easy to accidentally hit a power cell or the damage amp, but I am going to flare right in that crack, and I put a smoke right on top of the flare. So the flare and the smoke goes in the same spot. Now I'm going to drop critters on the damage amp, and I drop 2 shocks. You can see they target the marked rocket launchers first that are in range. And you can see there's quite a bit of health here because this is the 6 troop damage account. And then re-smoke. And I was a bit unlucky here. The rocket launcher didn't quite die. The next step is to clear the other rocket launcher. Now there are 2 mortars and 1 rocket launcher, but I am going to flare over. And I don't condone leaving a gap like that. I was kind of lucky. I think I didn't actually lose the delay on this rocket launcher, but panic Bart here and a shock. And that flare was actually unnecessary, I think. Maybe not. But to clear these rocket launchers, and then you move down back here and you add the remaining 2 boats. So the 6 is best done with 6 boats, so that for the flash kill you can sit safely under 1 smoke. Clear a couple cells here. Now at this point I was very low on GBE because I only have 4 GBE statues. So what you normally do here is to flare on the side here, and these are normally doom cannons. So when they come into range about around this cell, you throw another critter on the doom cannon and walk up to the side here. But I decided to go YOLO on this one and just flare the doom cannon because I farmed enough so that I had 1 flare and 1 shock. But so that's why they are walking all funny here. And the mortars are going to pick off some girls, and the doom cannon started to fire. I wanted to wait as long as possible to drop this shock. But normally you drop a critter, walk up here, and then when the critters die, you drop a shock and clear the doom cannons that are normally there. And when you have more than 4 GBE, you can do a little more, like flare over here and clear the shield generators. But you will see I am going to retreat here because I wanted to save all these power cells for the core rush. I ate quite a bit down here. So that's it to the clear. I hope this video helped you figuring out this hit. That's pretty much all.